Alright, hi everybody. In this video we got a lot of fly rodding and a little bit of casting, bait casting, and I think most of the fluke caught on the fly were done on the clouser. But real quick, got a few last trip in. I believe it started on the 30th of September for last minute fluke, looking for a big old keeper, and after 12 a.m. actually. But pulled a bunch of fluke out, and somewhere went home, got some sleep, got back out the next afternoon, took out the casting tackle, pulled out a bass, fluke. The surf was real big and raging. We went back in through the back with the fly rod, and we got our last fluke at about 10:30 p.m. on the 30th. But picked out a bunch of fluke on the last outing, and this is how it went. Real quick, for fluke, I like to use a floating line with a long leader and weighted flies. This night I'm using half and halves because I think they just have that. There's a lot of snappers around and small blues. They have that nice profile that mimic that, but I like the floating line. And picked up a couple other cool creatures while I was fishing. A sea bass. Pick out a few of these every now and then. And he grabbed a clouser, and real pretty fish. Be nice if they were bigger, but get what they get. And real pretty fish. And he grabbed the clouser. And I probably picked up here the smallest sea robin of the year, I believe. I haven't seen one of these guys in a while, so this was kind of surprising. And generally you pick them up right through the season. And I just haven't had a sea robin in a while, and I happened to catch the smallest one of the year, so let him go. And this night I'm actually underlining. Normally I like to go with one weight above my rod's rating. This night I'm going below my rod's weighting. It's just lighter. It just it handles well, so that's what I'm doing. And these are all Bay Fluke. And actually, at the end of the video, we pluck one out on the beach, also on a fly, but on the casting tackle on a teaser. But these are all Bay Fluke, and water is generally nice and calm. Slightly windy night out. Maybe 10-mile-an-hour gusts at most. The pockets where there's no wind. We're getting in and out of it, but definitely the floating line, you can really make that fly dance when you can use it, when it's practical. Go with if you're gonna windy days, I'd like to go with a weighted line. So I had some pretty good outings, and this is just one of them at night, and just picking through these fish looking for a keeper, but definitely quality fish, and always fun on the fly tackle. It's really good sport. So if you have never tried fly fishing for fluke, you really should give it a go, especially if you're into fly fishing, and it's a great way to start fly rodding if you're getting into it. It's a really enjoyable way to fish. So I hope you check that out. Just get out and get some tackle. It's not as expensive as you think. So give it a shot. So I got home that night and got some sleep, and I slept late and got out again. The same day actually, or night after the day, and decided to go hit the surf and see if I could plug out a bass or two. And I think I dropped one. I picked one up here. Definitely not going to talk about the bass fishing too much in this video. Everyone nowadays seems to be a bass expert anyway, but I like to fish with teasers a lot, almost like fly fishing, an extension of fly fishing. And he grabbed my bucktail 360 teaser, and the vessel I was using there was a minnow, a swimming minnow, a sinking swimming minnow. But get a lot of my fish on the teasers, which is just another form of fly fishing if you ask me. And but we're not going to talk about that too much in this video. But I just wanted to see if the fish were out there. But the surf was really kicked up, and the wind was kicked, the surf was kicked. The low end of the tide was looking good, but it was getting dark quick, and so I had about less than a 45-minute window before dark, and the surf was just not working. So, but I did pluck out a fluke from the surf, and the plan was to go in again and see if I can pull out a few more fluke before the season ended midnight September 30th. And did pull this guy out of the surf on a black teaser. And I think I was using a needlefish as my vessel. I call them vessels because they carry your teaser and make your teaser act the way you want. So I got it. I went back inside to the bay and got my fly rod. And this night the wind was really kicked, and I was using a 10-weight fly line. But anyway, this is the last fluke of the 2019. I'm sure we'll get a few more fluke season, but anyway, I'm gonna get going. I need some sleep, but just want to get this in there. Last lick flukes, poked around for bass, and pretty good outing, but did a round robin this one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, dislike, comment, like what you have to say, good, bad, whatever. Subscribe to the channel or not, unsubscribe, and remember, always fish your way. And thanks again for watching. Have a great afternoon, evening, day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and thanks again.